No, I mean, to be honest, Beate here is, for number one, the video is a sales pitch. I mean, I get it. She's trying to, make a few bucks, whatever. I get it. I get that. And I think her heart is in the right place here. She wants men and women to get along at work and all of these other things, but she has a video on the MeToo Backlash, and it's fascinating that you can't see what's going on in front of your eyes, Beate. Let's listen in on her and see what she has to say.
Hot topic alert right off the bat.
Yeah.
Has MeToo become a risk management issue for men?
Yes. And the video. Have a nice... let's continue.
Are men avoiding women at work? What's the data behind it, and where are we at with this?
Well, the fact that there's a backlash at all, and it's being written up in major publications, yeah, I think there is a backlash. You could call it a backlash, or you could say, women wanted this. Now they're getting it, and they don't like it. There's also that corner of the aspect of it.
I'm going to explain to you a lot of that movement in this video. My name is Beate Chelette. I'm the founder of the Women's Code, also known as the Growth Architect. And I am an outspoken advocate for women's issues, women's rights, and for equality.
Except when men pull back and say, you know what, I don't want to deal with this stuff anymore. No more one-on-one meetings, no more mentoring, completely and totally professional interaction at work, and nothing extra.
Little did we know that asking for equality was just going to take, the knife and put it right in the heart of the issue, and things have just been exploding since the days of Me Too, when it first came forward.
Yeah, I wonder why. Accusations against men with no proof, with no evidence, with no court trial, with no hearing, with no nothing, they lose their careers because someone said he did something. Whether he did or not, it's irrelevant, Beate. That's why men are being extra careful. It doesn't matter if anything actually happened. It's just how she interprets it and how she reports it to HR. And since companies are going to believe the female over the male almost 100% of the time, I think you might be able to see why men are being more cautious.
So a lot of people on my channel, on my YouTube channel, so thank you for the many of you who are consistently watching.
73 thumbs down. Maybe you don't want to thank those.
And are commenting and sharing your honest feelings and opinions in a respectful and constructive way.
In other words, don't criticize me because that's not respectful. I'm a woman.
I appreciate you being here. I have listened to you because a lot of the men have said Me Too has become truly a risk management issue.
Yes. What's going to be more expensive to the company? Losing your top executives because some secretary somewhere accuses him of something, or just not hiring females?
So I've looked a little bit into that, and yes, you are absolutely right. We are seeing an anti-woman movement.
No. We're not seeing an anti-woman movement. We're seeing men protecting themselves. It's not against women. It's neutral toward women. It's like, hey, I'm just not going to take the chance. I see no benefit here. I see way too many risks and no upside if I meet with a female behind closed doors face to face. She could accuse me of anything and I cannot defend myself, and that would mean I lose my job, my career, and my reputation, and not be able to find another job. After all, who wants to take a chance on a sexual harasser, whether it happened or not? This is not anti-woman. This is the protection of men. They're looking at it and saying, no, just don't want to do it.
The backlash for the Me Too movement that now has accused women of treating men unfairly, for accusing them for no good reason, for exploiting the Me Too movement.
Yes. Because after all, if you meet face-to-face in a room with the door closed, who are they going to believe if someone says he did something?
Other videos, I've debunked that as not being the case.
Yeah, evidently you've not been accused of sexual harassment and have to defend yourself against that, huh?
I want to stay here now with the side of men. So men have said they do not want to be in a one-on-one meeting with another woman.
She wants to be mentored or whatever. It's like, oh, okay, we can do that out in the hallway in front of everybody else. I don't need to cut my own balls off by closing the door with just me and her in the room. That's a rational thing, Beate. You can meet in the commons area and sit down and talk about career. You don't have to be in a closed room.
Some people have said that teams are either all male or all female teams that are now being sent.
Well, that's the business's choice now, isn't it?
Companies are losing their mentors because men do not want to mentor young women specifically anymore for the fear of facing a sexual harassment or a retaliation lawsuit because, God forbid, she's upset, she cries, and you hug her, and that can be sort of misconstrued.
Not only misconstrued, but that is actually sexual assault. And that's going to hang over your head the entire time you work together with this woman. At any time, she could say, so-and-so, Hamster over there, he hugged me one day and I was uncomfortable. Or I felt intimidated. I felt I had to let him hug me because he has power and all of this other stuff. You get walked down to HR and you're gone. Gee, I wonder why men don't want to sign up for that, Beate.
So, what do you need to know about this? You need to know about this. You cannot avoid women.
Yes, I can avoid women. I can just be professional with them and try to interact with them as little as possible. And no stinking way am I going out to dinner or having a closed-door meeting with a female one-on-one. Absolutely not. No freaking way.
I mean, you can't avoid women.
I don't want to avoid them. I'm just going to treat them professionally and never meet with them alone. Ever. That seems fair. I don't see what the advantage is, actually, of meeting alone with a female that you're working with. What is the advantage? And why do women start barking about that one particular thing over and over again? Oh, I can't get any one-on-one mentoring. I wonder why that is.
And you might want to follow what's now called the Mike Pence rule, which
Absolutely, yes.
is that he will never be seen with a woman other than his wife. He will never eat with another woman but his wife.
I think he said he won't eat alone with another woman unless his wife is present. But I get it.
But we are achieving equality for one and one reason only, and it is diversity of thought. Because our customers, the people that our businesses are providing services for, our families are diverse.
Yeah.
Because of that, you can now not say, because there's issues surrounding diverse groups or diverse teams.
Keep digging.
Now you're going to avoid it altogether by separating them once again.
There wouldn't be any male-on-female sexual harassment if they are separated, would there? Nope.
I mean, that's just idiotic.
Isn't that what women want? They want a safe working environment with no one harassing them or making them feel uncomfortable. Well, that would solve it then, wouldn't it? Oh, yeah.
Besides, if you were to do that, there's another form of harassment, and you could get sued for that.
Are men ever going to acknowledge as also being harassed by this intimidating environment that we are in now, working with females who at any time can have him fired? Is that going to show up on your radar one of these days, Beate?
So the only way to
No.
address the issues that are surrounding the MeToo movement as it comes to men is hire a professional trainer like myself.
You need to start reading minds. You need to know if you're intimidating this woman, whether you are or not. You gotta think like her, man. But I didn't do it. Doesn't matter. You have to understand her feelings.
Or a facilitator, somebody who takes the men into a room.
Just the men. Just the men, guys. Of course, women are never the problem. They're angels, and we're all devils.
Says, let's address the elephant in the room.
Okay.
The only reason there's always such discomfort is in the absence of facts and information. People fill in the gaps with what they believe or have heard. You do not want that.
Every job I've ever had, Beate, I've had to do initial sexual harassment training and probably repeat it at least once or twice a year to make sure that I understand what the rules are with respect to sexual harassment. I know what the rules are. It ain't the rules I'm afraid of, Beate, or other men. It's the feelings of women. No matter what the rules are, they could feel that you violated, even if you didn't. You see, that's the problem.
You want to be the one who gives your teams the information, the data, the how to behave, how to act, and the training.
And what if you do all of that and she is having a bad day and felt like this particular dude did. So like this guy was delivering packages to this place in England. His job was to bring packages to this business, and the woman there received said packages. She called the police because she felt like he was harassing her. He wasn't found guilty. But you can imagine staring 5 years in prison as a possible sentence. Probably messed up his life for a while. Don't you agree?
You cannot expect behavior to change just because somebody said you can't harass women anymore.
Again, that's not the point, Beate. The point is, if you do everything right, you still can be accused of something and lose your job. Yes, Beate, women will lie. Not all, but there's enough poison pills, and I'm not going to take the chance. And a lot of other men aren't either. Link below, Hamster. Thank you for listening.